Okay, so we're going to read this. I'm going to give you 10 minutes. And whenever you see a sentence with I used to, for example, this I used to spend holidays with my grandparents out of the town, put a line under it or write it down in your notebook. واضح students? Okay, for example, this one used to spend a fortnight in a tiny village. Okay, and I, Samir, I gave you most of the words in Arabic, so if I asked you راح تعطيني إجابات بالعربي على معاني الكلمات. Okay?
Yes, Miss. Okay.
Okay, amazing. 10 minutes, everyone, to read this. Whenever you find a sentence with I used to and a verb, بعدها راح يجي, please put a line under it or write it down in your notebook. 10 minutes, everyone. Students, students, if you finished, you can just raise your hand. Okay. If you finished reading. Reading. Who can give me the first sentence? Yes, Hind.
Mark read.
Mm-hmm.
I'm returning to the place I spent my childhood holidays this week.
Wait, wait,
First
wait,
time
wait,
in
wait, Hind. I don't want you to read. I want you to tell me, to give me sentences with I used to in this passage.
sorry,
Did you
sorry.
find Hind?
Yes, yes, I find.
Yes. Okay. Give me the first one.
In paragraph 2, I used to spend.
Okay. Holidays. كمليها.
I used to spend holidays with my grandparents out of town.
Okay.
That means lot.
That's it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, or Joanne, number 2.
In paragraph 3,
Mm-hmm.
uh, my parents used to own an appearance on the beach.
Okay. Used to own an apartment on the beach. Okay. Good. Number 3, Sarah.
In the same paragraph, you used to go as a kid.
لا, this is a question. Where did you use to go as a kid?
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, another one used to spend a fortnight in Italy,
Okay.
in a teeny village,
Tiny.
tiny,
Tiny. Tiny.
صغير.
Yes. Small. Okay. Aya Rafid.
Used to be my favorite place in the three in the world.
In the world. Okay. We have something here. I never used to get bored. Yes. منو بعد عندنا؟ Aya Samir.
Yes, I used to be my favorite place in the world.
In the world. Okay. Arjuan.
Mm.
Arjuan, you are mute.
Wait, miss.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see Sarah. Thank you,
Okay.
Arjuan. Yes, Sarah, did you find any other one?
Yes, we used to rent a cottage, cot- cottage in the
Cottage.
mountains.
We used
Cottage,
to rent a cottage in the mountain. In the mountains. Cottage, the meaning of cottage, Aya Samir?
Yes, Miss Kuch.
Kuch. Yes, exactly. Okay, Aya Rafid.
We woke up one morning to find a black bear climbing a tree near the ter- terrace we used to have breakfast on.
Yes, okay, we used to have breakfast on. What is the meaning of terrace, students? Ada Aya Samir. We took this. Level 1 terrace. Level 2, sorry. And do you know the meaning?
A place we sit down مثل المصطبة أو
No, not not this one.
Okay.
صرت يعني مثل سطح روف
It's not
balcony.
balcony.
بالكون
Exactly.
إيه.
Yes, balcony. Okay. Do we have any other sentences with I used to? Yes, Hind?
Last paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
They used to take us on day trips to places all over the south and northwest.
Okay,
To
they
places
used,
like
yes, they
okay.
used to take us on a day trip. Amazing, Hind, perfect. Okay, do we have another sentences? No, that's it. Okay, I guess that's it. So, I used to, they used to. What is the meaning of used to in Arabic? Okay, what do you think it means? Yes,
نحتاج
نحتاج. Okay, Hind, what do you think?
نستخدم أو
Exactly, نستخدم. زين. Students, هي use يستخدم أو يحتاج، ممكن تجي يحتاج، لكن used to. Okay, بس انتبهوا لي عليها. used to لازم الثنتين تجي نفس الوقت. It means a habit in the past. Okay, اعتدنا على. Okay, so we are talking about habits that happened in the past. Now we're not doing them anymore. Then, let me ask you something. If I want to talk about habits in the present and I do them, let's say frequently, okay? What do I use? Yes, Sarah?
going to
لا, habits. ذكروا لي أول tense أخذنا. What was it?
present simple
Present simple, yes. Present simple, we use it to talk about habits. Things we do them on daily basis or weekly or monthly. Okay? We use always, we use sometimes, we use never. هي من اسمها adverb or frequency معناها اكو تكرار بالموضوع, which is a habit, روتين معين. So we used to use what? Present simple. لكن if I want to talk about habit, okay, so أو مثلا فد something that I was doing in the past, okay, and I stopped doing, I'm going to use used to. راح استخدم used to, okay. بس انتبهوا لي على هي شلون تنكتب. used to plus I need to add بعد هاي used to a verb ويكون base infinitive without any addition. For example, I used to play football when I was a kid. Something in the past, now I don't do it anymore. I used to go to the mountains. Okay, لاحظوا لي بعد ال used to a verb يكون infinitive without any addition, base. We used to rent a cottage. كنا نأجر cottage. Now we're not doing that anymore. Okay, so you can add never. We never used to. احنا أبد ما معتادين على احنا نسوي هيك شيء. So let's read it and let's see how we can make some sentences. We often use, okay, used to students, أهم شيء بيها to, plus infinitive, which is the meaning of base, a verb without any addition, instead of the past simple to describe past habits. So we use it to talk what? Or describe past habits, okay? To talk about things that have changed since إنه إحنا نقول إحنا something in the past, we're now not doing them anymore, and these things changed, تغيرت. That's why إحنا لازم used to. وضحت students? So let's make some sentences. Let's start with you, Aya Rafid. Give me a sentence. لازم تكون subject, used to, plus a verb, حيكون base without any additions. اللي عندهم notebooks كتبوها يمكم. Subject, used to, okay, زائد أي فعل يعجبكم يكون في حالة infinitive without any addition. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, Hind.
هم أكو use بس used to
Use
لو ماكو
بدون دي.
أي بدون دي أكو يعني هم
No.
بس used to.
لازم used to. اعتدت على.
Okay.
Okay, this is in Arabic المعنى مالتها. عرفت, can you give me a sentence?
I used to wear a shirt, blue shirt, in primary school.
Okay, nice. Yes, Sarah?
I used to play tennis before 1 year or 1 year ago.
1 year ago. Before 1 year ماكو هيك خطأ. Okay,
1 year ago.
Nice. Okay, حلو, عجبني إنه أنتي you corrected yourself. This is a good thing. Yes, Arjuan?
We used to meeting every weekend.
We used to what?
Meet every weekend.
We used to meet every weekend. Nice. Okay. Hind?
I used to study at night.
I used to study at night. Okay. Aya Samir?
Yes, miss. I used to go to university and now I don't go.
Okay. I used to go to university. Now I don't go. Nice. Okay. أرجع وأكرر. If I want to talk about habits, I'm doing them now in the present. Okay. ما راح أستخدم used to. I'm going to use اللي هو the present simple أبو sometimes, always, okay, every week, every Friday إلى آخره. Present simple المضارع البسيط. If I'm talking about something that I'm doing now in the present. Something in the past, I'm going to use used to. واضحة students? So
Yes, miss.
let's see these sentences وخلي شنو خلي نسوي بيناتهم comparison. Okay, let's read them first. My parents used to own an apartment on the beach. Okay, we went swimming all the time. Okay, we once بمعنى مرة واحدة. We once made cornflake cakes. My son usually spends his summer like this. It was so strict. They used to take us on day trips. بس انتبهوا عليهم students. Read them by yourself. Take 2 minutes reading them. حتى وراها نسوي مثل المقارنة أو نشوف شو الاختلاف بيناتهم. 2 minutes everyone. Try to read them. Yes, Arjuan, do you have a question, dear?
Yes, miss. What's the meaning of strict?
Strict. Okay, we know this. Let's see someone else. What is the meaning of strict, everyone? Yes, Hind?
صارم أو
Sarah,
يعني
exactly. Yes, yes, Hind. Thank you. Amazing.
Thank you.
بس ثواني student أشوف احنا يا unit. What unit is this? Unit 10.
Unit 10.
Yes, thank you. Okay, students. So, which sentence? Okay, let's read. Which sentences? مو بس sentence واحدة. Sentences describe past habits. Past habits. Which one do you think? Give me only one, Aya Rafit.
My parents used to own a department on the beach.
Apartment. Okay, nice. And the second one, Hind?
F. They used to take us on day trips.
Okay, amazing. Nice. Okay. Now, which sentence describe a past state? Okay, we have only one sentence, past state. It's not about now. Yes, Sarah?
E. It was so strict.
Exactly, it was so strict. Okay, nice. Now, which sentence describe a single event in the past? Single event, it happened only once and that's it. Okay, what do you think? Which one, Arjuan?
C.
Okay,
We once made a graphic cake,
cornflake.
cornflake cake.
Yes, amazing. And which sentence, student, describes a present habit? Present, now, Aya Samir. They use
Yes, miss. My son usually
yes,
spend
yes,
his summer like this.
amazing,
D.
amazing, amazing. Yes. Hint.
B. We went swimming all the time.
We went swimming. We went swimming. What is it? What is this?
4. Which sentence describe a present habit?
زين هي present. الwent هي present.
Oh no, sorry.
Okay.
لا
So we
we يعمل
زين. We went swimming all the time. Which one do you think?
past.
هي past. Okay. بس أي وحدة. هل هي number 1 about describe past habit, law, past state?
Maybe habits.
Not
And all
habits.
the
احنا
time.
قلنا إذا habits I'm going to used to. مو صحيح؟
Oh, okay. Yes,
إذا أنا
yes.
دا أحكي على فد states بمعناها إنه هاي حالة معينة صارت. Okay. So
Yeah.
we went swimming. Okay. وعندنا it was strict هي number 2. Okay. Something in the
Okay.
past. كانت هاي الحالة المعينة موجودة in the past. Okay. وأنا single
Okay.
event قصدي إنه هي مرة واحدة صارت which is once. واضح students؟
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Now I want you to write some sentences. Each one of you is going to write me 3 sentences using used to, okay, and send it in the group. But before we do this, students, I need one sentence تكون using never. Never دائما نخليها قبل ال used to. أقول لكم I never used to, for example, do something. إذا نرجع على هذني ال passages. أكو وحدة قالت never, but where is it? I never used to get bored. ولا مرة in the past happened إنه أني got bored. So I never used to get bored. So make 3 sentences using okay used to. وواحدة ما عندكم حتكون I never used to. واضحة students?
Miss.
Yes, miss.
Yes. Who's asking?
Me, Hind.
Yes.
When I talk about holiday, I say in holiday or on holiday.
On the which holiday هسه تدشين عليها أنت? In the past, right?
مثلا أي جملة يعني
Okay,
أسويه
on.
بالعطلة
Holiday
يعني
on.
أستخدم. Okay.
On, yes. On the holidays. On holidays. Okay.
Okay.
هم كاتبين هنا شيء هم كاتبين holidays أصلا.
لا
So
ما
on
كان.
holidays. On a
Okay.
holiday. Okay. Okay, Sarah, can you read your sentences, please?
Yes, miss. I used to travel a lot. We used to go to the park after school. She never used to live in Iraq.
Okay, thank you. Hind, can you read your sentences?
I used to work on holidays. I never used to wake up late. I used to go to library every Friday.
Okay. And Orjuan, can you read your sentences?
Yes, miss. I never used to talk in class. She used to cook chocolate chip in a weekend. I used to go to my grandparents' home.
Okay. بس امسحي لي الار هذه.
Yeah.
Okay, Rafid, can you read your sentences?
I used to work every day. I never used to use mobile in my bed. هو ترهم used to use.
ما بين شيء.
Okay.
لأنه
You used to go.
الأولى بمعنى اعتدت على، والثانية
اعتدت.
استخدم.
Yeah. You used to go to school on Monday.
Okay. Arjuan, yeah, when you write some sentences, okay, you only write the words in capital letters إذا هم names of countries, of places, okay. So مثلا talk, used, cook, chocolate كلها حتكون ب small letters، الحروف الصغيرة وليس capital letters. Okay, Arjuan?
Okay, miss.
Okay, make sure of this. فقط
Okay.
الاي حتى لو بداخل السنتنس I write it بالكابيتال. واضح students؟
Okay, miss.
Okay, amazing. Arjuan. Let's see Aya Samir. Yes, Aya, can you read your sentences?
Yes, miss. I never used to make up. I used to go to the gym. I used to travel a lot.
Okay. I never used to make up. ما هو make up هاي noun. After the to لازم verb. I never used to put makeup.
Put? Okay.
put ما انت غير انت عندك فعل make up. زين this is a noun. هو
Noun,
مكياج
إيه.
بحد ذاته. Okay.
إيه.
I used to go to the gym. I used to travel a lot. زين ال never will used to ليش مطبوقة ويا الآي؟
وين اللي طاقتها؟
Yes.
عاد سرعة مس.
Okay.
ما
زين.
قلت قاعد انتظر
correct it now.
Okay. مس أقدر أقول I used to travel every 6 months.
Yes, why not? I used to
لا.
travel every 6 months. حلوة أصلا. Okay.
Okay.
correct it now بهاي شو يسمونه message.
Yes.
I never used to put makeup.
Okay.
Put. P-U-T.
Yes, miss.
Okay, students. Now let's talk. Speaking. Who can read the first question and who can answer it? Let's start with you, Arjuan. Can you read it, please?
Miss, which picture is that?
It's page 102. Okay, speaking. This is the first question. I'm highlighting it.
Do you know what much about science?
Science. What's the meaning of science?
علوم.
Exactly.
Where did you learn what you know?
Okay. Answer it.
Answer it.
Yes.
Did you know much about science? Maybe I know something about science in school. Many science, physics, chemical,
Yes.
and
Do you remember anything let's say, topic in science that you really liked?
I think in chemical.
Yes. Chemistry.
Chemistry, yes.
Yes.
How to return the water to when he is smoke. It's not smoke. بخار شنو بدي؟
بخار.
heat.
بخار. Steam.
Steam, yes. When is steam to water again.
Okay, nice.
By the pressure.
Okay.
The pressure, yes.
Nice, nice. I love this one.
Please هيا صفحة.
Okay, this is page 102. Okay, nice. And what about you, Sarah? Can you answer the same question? Do you know much about science? Where did you learn what you know?
Just give me 1 minute.
Okay. Hind, do you want to answer this?
I don't know a lot of science,
About
just
science.
what we take it in school.
Took.
Okay, took, yes.
What we took in a school. Okay, what don't you remember anything about the plants? How do they, for example, get the sunlight and how they make it into food? Don't you remember such thing? The photosynthesis?
You mean bacteria and
No, the
this is
plants, nabatat.
oh yes,
الضوئي.
سرخسيات
Exactly. Don't you remember anything about it?
Like this one, chlorophyll, right?
Yes.
How they don't remember actually.
How they take the sunlight, okay, with the water, with the this.
And they make their food with the
Exactly.
chlorophyll.
Yeah, and they make it where? Where is their factory خلينا نقول معمل مالتهم? In the papers. Okay, in the leaves خلينا نقول.
Yes, right,
Leaves,
in the
leaves.
paper, right.
Yes, leaves, not paper. أوراق شجر leaves. Okay. Nice. So, do you like science, Hind?
actually no.
No. What kind of topic or what kind of subject you liked in high school or in primary school, let's say?
Sorry,
Sorry?
I don't understand what you said.
Okay. What subject did you like in school? Was it science, history?
Math.
ما تعرفين هند؟
Math. My favorite.
math بدأ أسمع كلمة math. Okay.
My five.
Yes. So you like numbers?
Yes.
I see. Okay. What about you, Aya Samir? What do you know about science? Do you know anything about science?
I don't know anything about science because I just took it when I was in school.
You took
But
it
my
when-
father is a chemistry graduate.
Okay, so he graduated from a college of what? Chemistry?
Chemistry,
Okay,
yes.
so he's a chemist? كيميائي هو?
Yes.
Okay, he's a chemist. Amazing. Okay. So for me, I know a little about science. I learned it in school and from books. Maybe TV shows like National Geographic. Some programs like National Geographic or Discovery Channel. And the internet, of course. Sometimes I watch these reels where they do some, I don't know, some smart things related to science, and that's all what I know. Do you know any famous scientists in Iraq, students? Do we know anyone? Yes or Joan?
We have Al-Khwarizmi.
Nice, but is he related to science? No, math. Khwarizmi.
Math.
Yes. So it's different than science, I guess. But they are all related somehow. هو math was science.
Jaber bin Hayyan أدناه
Yes,
it's
Jaber bin Hayyan. But
Yes.
is he Iraqi?
I think
He's Arab, but we don't know if he's Iraqi or not. But
I don't know.
Yes, thank you, Arjan. Okay, so students, we are going to listen to a track. Okay, it's going to be a radio program. Okay, we have science. هو العلوم. Scientist. What do you think the meaning of scientist?
علماء علوم يعني.
علماء أو عالم. Okay, this one, a scientist, عالم. Okay, who is going to answer questions from the listeners. So we have a radio program we are going to listen to a radio program where a scientist answers questions from the listeners, المستمعين. So students, we are going to match each question, okay, with we have here some questions. We are going to match them with the answers, okay, that he's going to mention. So please listen carefully. It's going to be a little bit hard since موضوع علوم. Pay attention to it. We are going to listen to it more than once. No worries. Give me a second. And we have some questions. We are going to match these questions with the correct answers. هي مو correct answers وإنما هي group of words. هي تكون related للquestion. Okay. بس أخذلكم دقيقة دقيقتين تقرون بس هذني حتى بعدين من تختارون is going to be easier for you. Okay. عم أطلع track. Read it please حتى بعدين نحلها easily. Okay, you finished reading, students?
Yes, miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's listen. Okay, students.
Track 68. Okay, so the first question from listener Mary Martin is based on a recent news story. Are there crime genes?
Well, yes and no. First, remember we share 50% of our genes with bananas, but you wouldn't say humans were half banana. There are studies that have found some violent criminals share a particular gene, but this is one of many, many factors. Many people have the gene but aren't violent. Violence and crime can be learnt. Home life, culture, war, even the environment and pollution can be factors.
Okay, something rather different now. Yevgeny from Russia asks, how do spiders walk on ceilings?
Okay, right, yes. Well, researchers have discovered that spiders' feet are covered in hairs. But then each hair is also covered in hundreds of thousands of tiny hairs, each about an atom wide. Basically, when these tiny hairs move next to the atoms of the ceiling material, it creates a small electric charge, so the hairs and ceiling atoms are attracted to each other. It's a bit like how you can rub a balloon on your hair, then stick it to a wall. The spider has so many hairs, the attraction is quite strong, strong enough to hold 100 times the weight of the spider.
Right. Well, from some very thin hairs to graphene and Jamie Seguro's question, what is graphene?
Graphene, okay. Well, this is probably the most important discovery of the last 20 years.
Really? So, what is it? And who discovered it?
It's the world's thinnest material. It's just 1 atom thick, and it was discovered by 2 Russian scientists working at the University of Manchester. The first amazing thing is it's very easy to find, because it's basically a very, very thin layer of the stuff in a pencil.
What, a normal pencil?
Yep, that stuff is called graphite. Basically, you take some graphite and put it on some sticky tape, normal sellotape. Then you take some more tape, press it on the graphite. If you peel this tape away, some layers of graphite come off. And if that process is repeated a few times, it eventually leaves a layer 1 atom thick.
So, can you see it?
Not without a microscope, no. But even though it's so thin, graphene is incredibly difficult to tear. It's the strongest material we know. But then, because it's thin, you can bend it easily. and it's really, really good at conducting electricity. Much better than the wires that are used in our home or the chips in computers.
So, could those things be replaced by graphene?
Someday, hopefully, because it's so easy to get and so efficient. We could save a lot of money. It's an incredible discovery, and it was awarded a Nobel Prize.
Okay. We are going to listen once again, students, but before that, did you do this exercise? I guess it was easy, right? For example, are there hint? Do you wanna answer the
يعني
first?
هو احنا غير بس يعني نختار مثلا الواحد نختار A B و C.
Exactly, yes, that's it.
Okay.
So, are there crime genes? Which group of words is related to this
C.
question? C. Okay, nice. Can you read it? C.
Yes. Bananas, share, factors, violent, war, environment.
Amazing. How do spider walks on ceilings? Aya Samir.
Yes, miss. A.
Yes.
Hairs,
Hairs.
atoms, electric charge, a balloon, attraction, weight.
Okay, amazing. And what is graphene, Sarah?
B. Pencil, sticky tape, layer, to tear, be replaced, prize.
Okay. We are going to listen once again. Okay. But now we need to choose the correct option. Okay. We share 15 or 50% of genes of our genes with bananas. So we are going to listen to the track once again and you choose the right or the correct answer. واضح students?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Track 68. Okay, so the first question from listener Mary Martin is based on a recent news story. Are there crime genes?
Well, yes and no. First, remember we share 50% of our genes with bananas, but you wouldn't say humans were half banana. There are studies that have found some violent criminals share a particular gene, but this is one of many, many factors. Many people have the gene but aren't violent. Violence and crime can be learnt. Home life, culture, war, even the environment and pollution can be factors.
Okay, something rather different now. Yevgeny from Russia asks, how do spiders walk on ceilings?
Okay, right, yes. Well, researchers have discovered that spiders' feet are covered in hairs. But then each hair is also covered in hundreds of thousands of tiny hairs, each about an atom wide. Basically, when these tiny hairs move next to the atoms of the ceiling material, it creates a small electric charge, so the hairs and ceiling atoms are attracted to each other. It's a bit like how you can rub a balloon on your hair, then stick it to a wall. The spider has so many hairs, the attraction is quite strong enough to hold 100 times the weight of the spider.
Right. Well, from some very thin hairs to graphene and Jamie Seguro's question, what is graphene?
Graphene, okay. Well, this is probably the most important discovery of the last 20 years.
Really? So, what is it? And who discovered it?
It's the world's thinnest material. It's just 1 atom thick, and it was discovered by 2 Russian scientists working at the University of Manchester. The first amazing thing is it's very easy to find because it's basically a very, very thin layer of the stuff in a pencil.
What, a normal pencil?
Yep, that stuff is called graphite. Basically, you take some graphite and put it on some sticky tape, normal sellotape. Then you take some more tape, press it on the graphite. If you peel this tape away, some layers of graphite come off. And if that process is repeated a few times, it eventually leaves a layer 1 atom thick.
So, can you see it?
Not without a microscope, no. But even though it's so thin, graphene is incredibly difficult to tear. It's the strongest material we know. But then, because it's thin, you can bend it easily. And it's really, really good at conducting electricity. Much better than the wires that are used in our home or the chips in computers.
So, could those things be replaced by graphene?
Someday, hopefully, because it's so easy to get and so efficient. We could save a lot of money. It's an incredible discovery, and it was awarded a Nobel Prize.
Okay, students. Give me a second.
Miss, can you repeat ال 2 و 3 ما لحقت عليه.
Okay, let's listen once again then.
Track 68. Okay, so the first question from listener Mary Martin is based on a recent news story.
Yes, Hind, which one was surprising and was interesting the most for you? Which answer?
Number 2 or number 5?
What? Sorry?
Listening number 2 or number 5?
Sorry, what number 5 and what number 2? We heard 3 questions: the crime genes and the
Okay.
spider and the graphene. Which one of the
Graphene.
answers? Graphene. Okay. Why do you think it was interesting?
It's the first time I heard about it.
Okay, you hear about it. Nice. What about you, Sarah? Which one was the most interesting one for you?
Actually, number 1.
Yes.
I don't know what's the what's our genes with the banana? How 50%?
Yeah, we need to Google it. We need to know why. Okay.
Yes.
So students, you're more curious about the banana, not the crime. Okay, and how some factors, let's say, affect their personality and how they are into doing crimes. These simple people, just because they went into war or something in their past happened. So you're only concerned about bananas, students?
Yes, Miss, it's shocked, wallah.
Actually, I am also surprised.
Okay. So, what about you, Ayasemir? Which one was interesting for you?
Yes, Miss. 1.
Also one? Why?
Yes. I don't know.
You don't know.
يعني ما أعرف.
Okay. Ayasemir, let me ask you something else.
Yes,
Have you heard of any other something, maybe an animal, that we also share genes with? Yes.
ما أدري بس I think إنه المونكيز ما أدري I think.
Exactly, monkeys. No, monkeys, I guess. Not monkeys specifically. مو monkeys. شو اسمه ذاك الثاني؟ Gorillas, I guess.
Gorilla?
Yes, gorilla. Thank you, Arjuan. They said in a way share some genes with them. I'm not quite sure, to be honest, but let's see. Let's hope we don't share it with them. Anyway, anyway, let's move on. Okay, so today we are going to talk about something very, very, let's say, very important in this level 3, which is the passive. Students, if you see, okay, passives. But before we go this, how do we form a simple sentence? أخوكم من أي tense. بس إحنا when we form a sentence, we start with what, students? دائما أقول لكم إياه. We start with what? Open your mics.
Subject.
Subject. Okay, amazing. Any simple sentence we start with the subject بعدين الverb, then we are going to talk about the object المفعول به. Okay, so this is the normal sentence. In the passive, students, we are going to do what? We don't care about the subject. We are going to do what? We are going to put the object first, بعدين the verb, then the subject. I'm going to open my PPT so we can talk about it. Let's focus. In the passive, we are going to focus on the object and the action. The main thing we are going to talk about is the action and the object. We don't care about the subject. Let me share my give me a second. Okay, give me any sentence فيها subject, action and object of all be. For example, I bought a dress. Okay, أو مثلا she cleans the house. Yes, Sarah.
She read the book.
He reads. It is seen. He reads a book or the book.
A book.
Yes, amazing. Okay, Arjuan. Any sentence.
He plays games.
He plays games. Amazing. Aya Samir.
Yes, miss. She loves drawing.
She loves drawing. Okay, why not? Hind.
I work in garden. I don't know.
Okay, right. There. Let's make a simple sentence, which is she cleans the house. Okay? A simple sentence. I start with what? With the subject, the action, then the object. اللي هو هذا مفعول به in Arabic. Then this is our simple sentence. Let's talk now about the passive voice, or what is the passive. أكو يسموه بس passive وأكو يسموه passive voice. In the passive voice student, we focus on the action ألا وهو what? The cleaning or the cleans. And we don't care or we don't pay attention who performed the action, who is doing the action. We don't care about who is doing the action, which is she. Okay? And the object, okay, of this sentence is going to be what? Is going to be the subject for us. فيعني شو حنصير؟ It's going to be the house. I'm going to put it first. The house. Okay? Then I'm going to say what is. Okay, عفوكم من انه انا شلون دا اسوي هسه الفورم مال السنتنس بس افهمكم الموضوع. Is cleaned, okay, by her. The house is cleaned by her. What happened here? Yes, Sarah?
Miss, هاي cleaned the past participle صح؟
Exactly. يعني ما حاكي بيه بس it is. Okay, past participle. So اللي أنا سويته هنا شنو؟ I put the object first. Okay, students. Then the action. The action دائما يصير in the middle. بس راح يصير بغير شكل لأن طرق له هسه. Okay. Then I'm going to add by. له المعنى بواسطة. Okay. And the subject مالتي of course. وهو her. ما راح أقول by she. Of course راح أقول by her. وضحت شلون دا أسوي هاي الجملة هسه؟ I'm putting the object in the beginning and I'm putting the subject بالنهاية مال sentence مالتي. لهنا وضحت أفكم من القواعد. واضح students؟
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Miss Claire.
Yeah. Now, how do I make a sentence? Okay, students. How do I make a sentence? الفورمولا مال السنتنس مالتي, pay attention to it. I start with the object as I told you. Okay. أول شيء ألوان, نظرة ألوان. I start with the object. Then بس انتبهوا على هالشغلة. I'm going to use verb to be. لكن ال verb to be student راح يكون شنو؟ على ال tense مالتي. Okay. Correct. Okay. هنقول correct tense. قصدي بال correct tense students إذا هو دا يحكي لي بالمضارع okay راح أخلي is. Okay. أو إذا مثلا نفسها هي هاي الجملة. لا ثواني خلينا نكمل. مو نرجع. Object verb to be correct tense بعدين راح أخلي ال past participle. تتذكرون التصريف الثالث للفعل اللي أخذناه إحنا بال present perfect؟ حد يتذكره؟ أكو يكون إيدي وأكو يكونون شور. فنفس الحالة راح أستخدم هنا ال past participle ألا وهو التصريف الثالث. أوكي إحنا نمزله بالبي بي. أوكي بعدين by بعدين ال subject. وممكن اكو جمل هاي كلها يعرفوها اللي باي فلان احد لان احنا مهتمين كلش ذاك الاهتمام اللي هو the doer of the action. ما تشوفون جمل بدون باي فلان شخص بس يقول لكم الجمله هذه. اوكي يعني بس هذه الاولى دا اشير عليها. the house is cleaned. منو cleaned it we don't care. it's not our شو يسمونه priority to know. شنو قصدي ب correct tense؟ She cleans the house. أنا قلت the house is cleaned لأنه هاي الجملة مالتي in the present simple. Okay. Of course هاي clean هي past participle. زين نفرض نفس هاي الجملة students. Okay. وأقول لكم cleaned. شلون راح تصير؟
Was.
Yes. هقول the house نفسه أنا. was
cleaned by her.
was cleaned. يعني أنا اللي غيرت student هنا هو فقط شنو هو ال verb to be. واضح؟ بس خلي ألون لكم إياها تكون سهلة. the house لون أصفر. was cleaned لون أخضر by one. فانتبهوا لي على ال verb to be راح أخليكم جوا خط. Okay. It depends on the tense. احنا مبدئيا لحد الان راح ناخذ فقط الاز والwas يعني بحالة الباست والبريزنت لكن بالفيوتشر ليفل 4 راح ندخل بشيء اعمق فراح تكون كلش سهل only present and past simple only simple. Let's write some other sentences students. Okay اقول لكم yes Sarah you want to give us sentence?
Yes.
Okay.
She writes a letter.
She writes a letter. This is the normal sentence.
Yes. A letter is written by her.
Okay. She writes a letter. The letter or a letter is written by her. Amazing. Okay. Anyone wants to give me some sentences? Or Joan, can you try?
Yes. She or he played football last week.
Okay. Yeah.
نقول they played.
لا
They was.
لا حتقولين football هي الأوبجكت.
Football
was
played
played by
him. Yes.
last week. شفتي شلون أنا كتبت football؟ he played football. Football was played.
اللعبة. Yes.
لعبت.
Yes.
Exactly أرجوان. اللعبة
Yes.
بواسطتك.
Yes. Yes. Clear. Yes.
Hind, can you give me a sentence?
She kicked the ball.
Yes. She kicked the ball. So ليها passive.
The ball was kicked.
Exactly. The ball was kicked. تريدين تقولين by her براحتك. ما تقولين it's up to you. أنا ما مهتمة
Okay.
منو kicked the ball. اوكي يا سمير تقدرين تعطيني sentence.
Yes, miss. She read the book.
She reads a book. اوكي
Mm.
شلون حتصير بالباسف هسه؟
She read.
نكتبها خلينا نكتبها. She reads a book. هسه أول شغلة شنو تسوي لازم؟
أبوك بالبداية.
a book. زين مالتي التنس شنو هو هنا؟
read.
يعني شنو past or present؟
present.
اوكي شو خلي اذا؟ is was were are
Is.
اوكي زين read شنو مالته past participle؟ نفسه بس ينقري غير شكل read. A book is read by her.
Yes, miss.
وضحت هسه آية يا سمير؟
Yes, miss. وضحت.
زين آية رافت؟
Yes, miss.
Okay.
He goes to school every day.
اوكي باين. He goes to school هاي جار ومجرور. زين. To school هاي جار
Okay.
ومجرور. أنا ما جار ومجرور أريد فد object مفعول به يكون شغلة معينة. اوكي. الأكشن شلون نقول إياها؟ وقع عليها.
Yes.
زين. أعطيني غير جملة.
She wears the dress. She wears the dress.
لا she wears a dress. She
Yeah.
wears
The dress.
okay a dress. رأيك شلون حصل هسه؟
A dress is wear by her.
لا مو
wear بالصيف الثالث.
ايه
ثواني.
أحد ثاني يعرف؟
Worn.
Exactly. How can you spell it for
Is
me?
worn.
W-O-R
Is worn.
is worn
And
by what?
by her.
By واضحة هسه؟ Yeah. Is it all clear, students?
Yes, miss.
Okay, do we have any questions? I hope that you're writing some notes حتى لا تكون عليكم الموضوع صعب when you go back to it, students. الموضوع جدا مهم هذا. So let's go back to the book. Okay, so let's read. يقول لكم passive or passive voice, students. When we use passive voice, we use different word order. Different word order قصده إنه إحنا we are putting the subject at the end, we're putting the object in the beginning compared to an active sentence. يعني إحنا كنا نسوي active sentences وسويناهم passive. Okay, we make the object of an active sentence the subject of the passive sentence. شنو قصده students؟ إحنا مو خلينا الobject بالبداية. Okay, إحنا ما خليناه بالبداية، هو راح يعتبر the subject مال passive. بس أنا ما أقول لكم إياها بهاي الطريقة حتى لا تخربطون. أوكي، فأنتم من جبتوا الأوبجكت، من جبتوا مثلا she reads a book، جبتوا a book was read is read by her، هذا الأبوك هم يعتبروه subject مال passive. لكن أنا ما أقول لكم إياه هو هذا subject حتى لا تخربطون، راح أبقي أسميه object. واضح students؟ أتخوف عليكم شوي.
Yes, miss.
واضحة. زين. هسه مثلا two Russian scientists discovered graphene. هذه active sentence ما متغيرين بيها أي شيء. هذول هم الدور of the action اللي هم Russian scientists هم السبجكت مالتي الاعتيادي. discovered فعلي اوكي وجرافين هو الاوبجكت مالتي. هاي sentence active. خلي اسويها passive. شو راح اقول لكم؟ راح اقدم لك جرافين بالبدايه اوكي راح اشوف هاي الجمله هل هي present هل هي past. بهاي الحاله هي past فخليت was discovered by two Russian scientists. صارت مالتي هاي الجمله passive. وضحت؟
Yes, Miss
Yes,
Claire.
miss.
So let's read the second one. واشيل من عندنا how the passive verb who does the action in passive sentence. Okay. If the process is repeated a few times, it eventually leaves a layer on autumn thick. بس باعوا لي عليها هاي الجملة. Do you think هي هاي passive لو active؟ نعرفنا الactive تكون بيها subject verb بعدين الobject مالتي. هاي active sentence الجملة الاعتيادية القديمة مالتي. الpassive شو راح يصير؟ object verb to be بعدين be past participle. انتوا وين تشوفون verb to be اوكي ورا past participle معناها هي هاي شنو؟ معناها passive. هسه تطلع قدامكم. هسه تشوفوا لي هنا اكو هو جملتي هاي if that process is repeated a few times is it passive or active? What do you think يا رافد؟
Passive
Yes,
is repeated.
exactly. This is what verb to be
Uh,
past participle.
verb.
زين احنا do
Yeah.
we know who is the doer of the action؟
Past part.
لا الدور of the action السبجكت مالتي ذاك اليوم اللي يسوي هذا الفعل.
That process is reported a few times.
زين ذا process هو شنو هاي ذات process اللي هي subject لو object؟
Object.
object. زين من هو subject؟ ذاك اللي هم؟
A subject.
I told you
It.
sometimes لا ما موجود. Sometimes we
No.
cannot find the subject ما مذكور عندنا. فإتس أوكي إنه إحنا we don't care من هو اللي يسوي هذا الشغلة. أوكي فإحنا نهتم أكثر شيء بالobject والaction. زين it eventually leaves a layer on autumn thick. One autumn thick. Is this passive or active? What do you think?
Active.
Active. Amazing. Okay. If you repeat the process, okay, you are eventually left with a layer one autumn thick. What do you think, Sarah?
Active.
Active. Amazing. Okay. Zia, could these things be replaced by graphene? What do you think, Ayasemier?
Yes, miss. Passive.
Passive. Amazing. Zia, could graphene replace those things? What do you think, Orjuan?
It's active.
Active. Amazing. Okay. This stuff is called graphite. What do you think, Hint?
Passive.
Passive. Okay. We call that stuff graphite. Sarah?
Active.
Active. Okay. They awarded the discovery of graphene a Nobel Prize. What do you think, Ayarafet?
Active.
Active. Okay. It was awarded a Nobel Prize. Hint?
Passive.
Amazing. Do we have any questions, students?
No, miss.
واضحة هسه شلون هم اللي يسووها؟ Okay. Amazing. Now we have something بس قبل لا هاي خلينا نحكي على هذا الموضوع. Students, بالnews headlines whenever you see news, okay, راح تشوفون الverb to be اللي احنا قبل شوية قلناه هو was و is زين يكون محذوف بالجمل الباسف. وهذا الشيء only happens in the news paper headlines هي العناوين الكبيرة. اوكي هيقول لكم dog awarded عفوا هاي rare shark eaten by fishermen. rare shark eaten by fishermen. بتلاحظون الverb to be هو موجود، لكن احنا نعرف انه هو الفيشرمان هو اللي ate اوكي the rare shark. الشارك هذا اللي هو حيكون نادر. ف only in headlines ما راح تشوفون الverb to be، لكن in normal sentences that we are talking and we are using and you are writing you have to put الverb to be اللي هو was أو is حسب الجملة مالتكم، يعني حسب التنس. واضح students؟ So now I need someone to read. We have reading now. Okay. And in this article we need to choose active or passive sentences. For example, it will come in 1950 Harry Harrell was conducted a number of studies investigating the importance of love and contact between mothers and babies. Okay, let's read this sentence. In 1950s, Harry Harrell, okay, conducted or was conducted. What do you think, Hind?
Was contacted.
ليش؟ لازم نعرف ليش.
إذا احنا read يعني إذا passive was verb to past part.
انت يقول ليش اختاري تحطين بهاي الجمله active لو passive، وانت حشوفي المعنى. انت هسه انت عندك هاري هارل شخص معين،
شخص يعني مو
اوكي. انا عندي هنا subject اوكي وعندي هنا object. هل هو was conducted لو هو سوى conducted كأنه؟
بما انه هارول هو subject اذا نختار contacted
in the past. Amazing. Okay. In one experiment young monkeys اسمعوني pay attention. Young monkeys took away or were taken away from their mothers. هذول young monkeys هل هم took away or were taken away from their mothers? What do you think, Orjuan?
Were taken away from their mother. Yes.
منو هو took them away؟ منو؟ Scientists, right? لكن
Yes.
أنا مهتمة who done the action. Okay, فأكيد ما راح أقول إنه هو took away هم راحوا. Were taken away هم أخذوهم. Okay, بس منو اللي أخذ and did this action? I don't care about it. زين.
Yes.
From their mother, and their mothers were replaced by two models. What do you think, Hind, now?
were replaced
by two models. Okay, أصلاً عندي هنا two models هي الباي مبينت لي راح أخليني أنا أكيد وقبلها passive. Amazing. زين. The first model had a bottle of milk, but it made or was made from wire and wood. لا كافي هند. Someone else. Sarah, what do you think?
Made?
Yes, but it made or was made. What do you think?
No, it's made. هو يحكي على شو اسمه.
Yes.
Water. على البوتل of milk.
زين ليش ما اخترتي was made؟ أي ما أعرف. That's it. دا أفكر وياك صراحة.
It's made.
زين of course هي هاي البوتل someone made it مو صحيح؟
Yes.
صنعت. So was made from wire and wood.
Okay.
مو صحيح؟ يعني إذا أقول بس made معناها هاي شوفي معناها. It made okay from wire and wood وكأنه هي البوتلز هسه تصنع شغلة أو صنعت شغلة. بس مو مصنوعة من قبل شخص. إذا ترجمها للعربي، إذا ترجمتها تقولين it made هي صنعت wire or wood، بس من أقول was made هي صنعت من by someone. وضحت سارة؟
Yes, miss.
Okay, زين. The second model was like a soft toy. Even though the wire model provided food, the monkeys spent much more time with the soft toy mothers. تقولها. The monkeys spent. What do you think, Arafat?
Spent.
Spent, of course, لأنه هم ما حد راح يخلي المونكيز spending time. هم by themselves they are going to spend time. So spent. Okay. Yeah. Another experiment, the monkeys were put in a room with lots of strange things. What do you think, Aya Samir?
Miss Bot.
زين. The monkeys put in a room. هم خلوا نفسهم لو someone did this.
Someone.
إذا someone فأكيد راح أقول were put. هم اللي خلونهم، هم اللي وضعوهم. مو المونكيز هم وضعوا. Okay. Someone did
Okay.
this action. Were put. Okay.
Okay.
If the soft mother was also in the room, the monkeys went straight to her. After they had been converted by the mother, they explored or were explored the whole room confidently. Yes, Arjuan?
They explored.
They're explored. Okay.
Yeah.
The monkeys, they themselves, they explored the room. Amazing. Okay. Where the monkeys did not have the security of the mother, or they had to wire mother, the monkeys were much slower to move around the room, and some of the things didn't touch or weren't touched at all. تبون على هاي students. هذني الأشياء, some of the things did not touch or were touched by the monkeys. What do you think? Hind.
Weren't touched
Weren't
at all.
touched. Yes, weren't touched. لأنه who is touching these things? The monkeys. But the monkeys, they didn't touch them at all, so they weren't touched by the monkeys. وضحت students? صعبة? Do you think it's hard?
لا هي بس ما صارت هيجي باراجراف اي شوية.
Okay. I will send you one راح تحلوه انتوا ونحله سوية in the next lecture. موضوع الباسف شوية عميق. Okay. بس ما يخالف. هي من تكون جمل وحدها سهلة على قولتك، بس من صارت paragraph we need to نفهم المعنى. زين. These kind of experiments تجارب don't allow or are not allowed these days. Okay, what do you think? Rafat.
Are not allowed
Yes,
those
are
days.
not allowed. ليش؟ إنه someone should not allow them. For example, the government should not allow this kind of experiment. فمن حولتها passive صار these kind of experiments are not allowed, for example, by the government. Okay, زين. Because removing baby monkeys from their mothers sees as cruel or is seen as cruel. What do you think, Sarah, now?
Sees.
Is seen or sees?
is seen.
is seen.
Is seen.
is seen as cruel by من هو seen, okay, by us, for example, احنا the people, okay, we see this as a bad thing, as a cruel thing. فإذا أسويها passive راح أقول removing the babies, okay, baby monkeys from their mother, كل هذا subject حيصير students, is seen as cruel. sorry object هذا, okay, هو ينشاف بشكل cruel. cruel بمعنى انه خلينا نقول what is the meaning of cruel? قاسي. okay students, is it clear everyone? do we have any
Yes,
questions?
miss.
okay, I will send you just let's say the same as this exercise, and I want you to do it by yourself, and we are also going to do it all together بحيث نشرحها من جديد in the next lecture. واضح students? okay, so do we have any other questions students? which one?
The last one is seen.
okay, removing baby monkeys from their mothers, كل هذا اللي هي موضوع removing babies from the mothers. هل
Yes.
هو sees as cruel لو is seen as cruel؟
هو is seen as cruel.
زين، ليش is seen as cruel؟ لأنه إحنا متى نعرف هو إحنا هنا اللي هو من اللي يشوفه cruel مو موجود، لكن بلا تجي على معناها removing baby monkeys هو خلينا نقول ينشاف.
احنا دا نشوفه انه هو قاسي.
اي بس رغم انه ما موجود السبجكت مالتنا.
Okay. Thank you, miss.
More than welcome. Yeah. Do we have any other questions, students? Okay. I will send you an exercise. Do it whenever you have time, but before the next lecture, so we can talk about it the next lecture, inshallah. And if you have any questions, you can just send me voice messages, text messages over WhatsApp. Okay. Have a good day tomorrow and good night, students.